who was not aware of her situation, not expecting a rebuff. The head maid was seriously frightened, but she still knew what awaited her next. After all, Lars decided to clearly explain to her that she was not going to tolerate such an attitude. One after another, the words came out of her mouth, clearly making it clear that even if something happened, the emperor would not care about some maid. After which she took the scissors. Of course, when the woman saw this, she was horrified, and Lars just said that since this was the first time, she would limit herself to hair. Despite all the requests to stop, the empress of course began to punish, and of course did not stop when she injured the maid's cheek, because she was struggling. And again screams, but not on the battlefield, but from a woman who dared to go against our heroine. So much screaming over such a trifle. Lars again began to remember the years of torture, which only angered her even more. The maid, in tears, asked to stop, said that she would order the room to be cleaned, that she would admit her guilt. But this was no longer important. Unfortunately for the woman, Lars is no longer the sweet and kind girl she was in her previous life. The next morning, the whole room was sparkling clean, having been cleaned overnight by the headmaid alone. Our heroine, as if nothing had happened, enjoyed a cup of aromatic tea, expressing serenity with her entire appearance. And rumors were already circulating around the palace about the princess, who in her homeland was known as a villain, and who was now abusing the maids. According to these rumors, Lars deposed her brother Eric, the heir to the throne, constantly raised taxes and held parties. She threatened the king more than once, rewrote the entire law, planned her country's trade routes so that the allies would attack ships. In the eyes of the people, our heroine was the embodiment of evil, a gloomy puppeteer who plays with people, destroying destinies for the sake of fun. Moreover, unlike the royal family, her hair was not golden but black, and she was eventually nicknamed the Bat Princess. Meanwhile, news of what happened to the heated reached 𝗧𝗴𝗀𝗃, but as expected, he was indifferent. Lars